Ever felt like the entire world was truly against you? Like you were standing at the edge of a cliff with every single door slammed shut? Now, imagine facing that terror while 8 months pregnant, with nowhere to go. They whispered she'd fail. They said it was absolutely impossible. But what if I told you one woman, with nothing left but raw, unwavering grit, not only survived that collapse but built an incredible life, a thriving empire, from the deepest ashes? This isn't just a story about success. It's a living testament to sheer, unyielding resilience. Before the beautiful home, the career she adored, and the peaceful, wonderful life, she was completely dismantled, utterly ruined. Her journey proves that the biggest turning point isn't luck or a new partner. It's one terrifying decision to walk away and choose yourself. The situation was a classic nightmare. The abuse was insidious, initially disguised as mental health struggles, but it kept escalating. It moved from emotional cruelty to a clear, life-threatening danger to her and the baby. The truth became a siren. You have to leave now. At 8 months pregnant, she made the terrifying, life-saving break. But the cost was devastating. She was emotionally annihilated, hollowed out by years of trauma, and the universe seemed to deliver a final, cruel blow. A severe birth injury that required her to use a walker for 4 long months. Think about that. A brand new single mom, traumatized, financially uncertain, and physically disabled. She was at her lowest, most vulnerable point. It felt like the hole was bottomless. Most people would have given up, but she made a choice that would instantly change the trajectory of her life. The first step in rebuilding wasn't finding a job. It was finding her voice. While lying in a hospital bed, she did the unthinkable. She texted everyone she knew. She abandoned shame, the one thing that had kept her silent, and told the honest, difficult truth about the abuse and the escape. This act of radical honesty was a lightning rod. Predictably, she lost a lot of people, those friends who couldn't handle the messages of her reality. But the people who remained, the ones who instantly showed up to help, were everything. These were small, quiet acts of community and support that became a lifeline. They were the tangible proof that hope is never truly lost. This was the first brick laid in her new empire, choosing agency over secrecy. But regaining physical health was only the first battle. The real hard war was rebuilding her identity. To secure her future, she made a revolutionary choice, a strict, non-negotiable 2-year period of no contact. This wasn't easy, especially as her ex began treatment, but it was absolutely essential to reclaim her safety and rebuild her inner landscape. Crucially, she also put up a fence around her heart. She made the conscious decision to put down all romance. No partner, no dating, no seeking validation from another person. Her sole focus was prioritizing herself and her child. This meant dedicating time to therapy, reclaiming old hobbies, and learning to listen to her own needs for the first time in years. This wasn't a time of lack. It was a time of fierce self-development. It was actively taking her power back. This quiet period wasn't a sacrifice. It was the intense construction phase for the beautiful life that was waiting. With her emotional foundation solidifying, she began to build the practical empire. This part of the story is where the grit truly shines. She didn't wait for an opportunity. She created it. She leaned into a career she genuinely adored, pouring her renewed energy and clarity into it. The lack of a distracting, romantic partner meant her focus was laser-sharp. She built a successful business on the side, a second source of security that proved she was fully capable of providing a beautiful life for her child, all on her own. This wasn't about getting rich. It was about achieving financial invincibility so that no one could ever hold power over her or her daughter again. Her tangible success, the beautiful home, and the thriving businesses are the physical evidence of her emotional victory. 3 short years after that terrifying low, the comparison is stunning. The trauma is now a distant memory, replaced by a life defined by peace, stability, and joy. The child is thriving, secure, and blessed, growing up seeing a mother who chose strength over suffering. And what about the co-parenting? It is managed with a clear, calm, and businesslike distance. It's pleasant, but strictly at a distance. She created a bubble of calm. Life is truly peaceful since she dropped the man like a bad habit. People often confuse this kind of victory with luck, but it's not. It's a blueprint, a deliberate construction of a safety net and a legacy of strength. This incredible journey culminates in one stunning, profound realization. Looking back, she feels an intense sense of gratitude for the trauma itself. It gave her the ultimate gift, clarity. Thank God he showed me who he was, and I finally listened before the baby was born. The nightmare, as awful as it was, became the catalyst for radical, life-saving change. It taught her that even after being completely dismantled, you can put the pieces back together, not just repaired, but stronger, wiser, and more beautiful than you were before. The world will always be full of ups and downs, but when you fiercely prioritize your peace and the well-being of your child, life becomes lovely nonetheless. Her story is a powerful reminder that you already have everything you need to claim your power and start building your own safe, successful empire today.